Hey guys, what's up? This is going to be my last and final video of the legendary Michael Jackson, the King of Pop. Uh, this is going to be the final video for a while because I'm going to be busy in the next upcoming weeks, and so I just want to get this final video done of the legendary King of Pop, and I just want to talk about a few things about him tonight. So it won't be long, as we know that we are at the end of August. So I just wanted to get this video done to the end of the month. Because we all know it was Michael Jackson's birthday there just the other day ago, and we all celebrated. And you know, Michael Jackson, if he is still alive to this day, and he is, and he did fake his death, just let him live in peace. Let him live with his family and his kids if he is alive. MJ is 100% innocent. I don't believe that Neverland, it's rubbish. I just can't see Michael Jackson doing anything bad to children. I mean, they say that it's not about money. The Leaving Neverland wasn't about the money, so I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't really care about it, what they say. I'm just 100% with Michael Jackson all the way, because the Leaving Neverland, there's no proof to it. There's no real hard evidence or anything. And maybe that's why Michael Jackson faked his death, so he can escape all the allegations. Michael Jackson lived till he was 50 years of age, and he once when he was 50 at the time, he was still dancing, rehearsing, and singing, especially upcoming, and This Is a Tour in 2009. Michael Jackson was born in 1958, and when he was born in 1958, Michael Jackson never really had any time to do things he wanted to do, because his father, Michael Jackson's father, always made Michael Jackson to do music. It was all music. That's why Michael Jackson never had really a childhood himself. So I mean, we all understand now. This is 2020 now, and we all understand. What Michael Jackson meant. He just wanted to have fun himself. Yes, he was in his 30s at that time, and he was playing with children at Neverland Ranch, but he was just MJ was just a child himself, because he never had a childhood himself, but he never ever done anything wrong. Because when you watch Michael Jackson's interviews, he always, when you let him finish off what he's going to say, he always puts it right. He doesn't leave it where, oh, they make us think that Michael Jackson, he is, a wee bit funny there, but he's not. There's not one thing funny about him. He always talks professionally. You know what I mean? I mean, he puts it all right, that Michael Jackson cares about children. He just wanted to give children stuff that Michael Jackson never had himself. And that's understandable. And Michael Jackson did say, I think, in one of the videos, that Michael Jackson never slept in the bed with children. I don't think Michael Jackson did sleep in the bed with children. Michael Jackson slept on the floor, and he let Michael Jackson let the children sleep in Michael Jackson's bed. I think that's what it was. I don't know, but Michael Jackson is 100% innocent. If he did fake his death, let him live in peace. Because Michael Jackson, since he was born in 1958, Michael Jackson, all through his life, way up until 2009, all it was all music. Michael Jackson never had a childhood. He was he was he was just, I don't know. Because if I was made something that I didn't want to do, or I had to do, you know, and I never got the things I wanted to do in my childhood, it would, you know what I mean? It would make me feel the same, the way Michael Jackson was. But all when you put it all together, when you put all the facts together, it all makes sense. Because Michael Jackson is just he's one of the most greatest entertainer in the world, who helped out children, sick children, hundreds of sick children all around the world. You know what I mean? It's just, there's not one thing that proves that Michael Jackson is guilty. And this is what really annoys me, because I'm sick of tired of freaking, explaining myself that, I believe Michael Jackson is innocent. I do believe Michael Jackson is alive. I do believe that he is alive and he is living in secret, because, when Michael Jackson was born in 1958, Michael Jackson's, I think his first song was with the Jackson 5, I think it was, and that was in 19, Michael Jackson was born in 1958, so I think it was years later in 1969 when Michael Jackson was performing the Jackson 5 with his brothers. I think that's what it was. And when you think about it, through the 70s and the 80s, Michael Jackson was one of the greatest iconic, figure of the 20th century, because, all his life was all about music. He never had a childhood himself. He never got the things he got to do when he was a child. Like now to this day, like other kids are out there who are other, get to do what they want to do, not friggin' what their parents make them want to do. Now these days kids are allowed to do what they want to do. But with Michael Jackson never had that. Michael Jackson was always forced of doing music and all that there. But way in through the 70s, 80s, that was Michael Jackson's life of music, 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 music. And way until the 90s, he was still performing in the 90s. But up until the 1993 allegations, that's when it all started, I think. And it went on until 2005. And Michael Jackson proved everything. Michael Jackson had nothing to hide. He proved everyone that he had nothing to hide. FBI found nothing at the ranch. Michael Jackson did say, like, bring it on. More likely that's what he was saying, because Michael Jackson had nothing to hide. And I think, the FBI or the police put, cameras all over that ranch and still never got anything. There was nothing. There was just nothing there. It was just so innocent, is what I can put it. You know what I mean? I mean, when you think of it, that was 2005. So this is 15 years later. We're in 2020 now, and Michael Jackson's not here, and they're just knocking him down even more because he's not here to defend himself. It's just absolutely absurd to live like that. Especially when someone's not here right now. If he is dead. But if they're just killing him even more, they're just destroying the guy, even knowing that he hasn't done anything. It's just absurd. It would have been different if Michael Jackson was guilty, but he wasn't. Do you know what I mean? It's just absurd. I don't know why they won't let him live in peace. It's 15 years later since 2005, and it's just rubbish. Rubbish. You know what I mean? The Leaving Neverland was made last year in 2019. You know what I mean? It's just absurd. Absolutely absurd. There is nothing that proves that Michael Jackson is guilty. Nothing. You know what I mean? And I'm sick and tired of freaking hearing about Neverland. The leaving so called fucking bullshit Neverland. It's just fucking hell. Why wouldn't they do all this here when Michael was alive? Why wait until Michael Jackson passed away in 2009, and fucking they they when was it when Wade Robson or Jimmy Safechuck started to come through and say, oh, Michael Jackson did do this. you know. But before, back in 2005, that they swore under oath that Michael Jackson did nothing to them. You know what I mean? And Michael Jackson's lawyer, Tom Mazzaro, did say that they were fully aware, that they were, confident of what they were saying, that Michael Jackson didn't do anything to them. And then, years later, saying that they're coming out saying now, I think it was in 2018, I think they came out, or I think it was in 17 and 16. I don't know when it came out, but why not do all that when Michael was alive in 2009? Because to put it this way, this this leaving Neverland wouldn't have not been made if Michael had been alive today. I really do believe that. So this is going to be my last video for I don't know how long because I'm going to be busy. So I just wanted to get this last video done of Michael Jackson. I wanted to talk about his innocence. I wanted to talk about if he did fake his death, let him live in peace. And I also wanted to say when Michael Jackson was born in 1958, that's when the greatest pop star was ever born to perform. And in 2009, we lost the greatest entertainer that ever lived. And it was unexpectedly. It was a mystery. It was just a tragedy that shouldn't have happened. And it did. And we're in 2020 now. And they're trying to kill him again and kill him again and kill him again. And it's just not fair on Michael Jackson's family and his kids. Especially on, Michael Jackson's mother, Catherine Jackson, You know what, guys? It's very, very hard. It must have been very, very hard. It's just to go through in 2005, and I'm sure it's really hard going through it once again. It's just absolutely just BS. It's just absurd. It's they're never gonna let it go. It's just gonna keep going and going and going. They say it's not for the money, but you know, you know the score, guys. The facts don't lie. People do. MJ is innocent. There is nothing to prove that Michael Jackson is guilty. Michael Jackson was born in 1958 and he died in 2009. And he died what he loved doing. He died in 2009 and he died because he was alive at the time in 2009, but he died what he loved doing, what he loved, his music for his fans. You know what I mean? All his life, throughout his 50 years of his life, it was all music. And Michael Jackson never had a dull moment where he was out in public, and never had a moment where he can just go out and just, be at peace. Michael Jackson always had fans around him. The fans were always there everywhere he went. You know what I mean? It's just Michael Jackson was an icon. He was a legend. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. You know, um, it's I just wish they could just leave the guy alone. I really do. So this is going to be the end of my videos. This is the end of my video tonight. It's August 31st, 2020. And, the summer is particularly now over, but I will be doing more videos soon of Michael Jackson's music and his memories, his legacy, and everything else. But for now, I stop here. I wanted to say everything I've said in this video tonight. Okay, guys, and I hope you guys are staying safe and well. It's good that I've celebrated over Michael's, his memories and his music, his legacy. This month, especially in his birthday. And I'm glad that I've got a good lot of videos done this month, this August 2020 of Michael Jackson. I don't know if there will be any more videos I will be doing in September, but maybe in October for Thriller, the biggest selling album of all time, Halloween time, my favorite time of the year. And and another thing I wanted to say, that they're bringing Thriller out as well on the and I don't want to say it just in case they copyright this video, but they are going to be bringing Thriller out in a better picture and better sound. Okay, guys, and that's all I've wanted to say in this video for tonight, and I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope you guys liked everything I've said. If you guys think I've said everything I've said was right, let me know in the comments. Subscribe to this video, hit the like button. If you guys didn't like anything I've said, let me know in the comments and I will mistake myself. Okay, guys, and I will see you guys maybe again in October for Halloween, for Michael Jackson's Thriller, which is one of my favorite, most top songs of Michael Jackson's top 10 or whatever. One of my favorite songs, Thriller. Okay, guys, and I will see you guys later. Take care. Peace.